What's good, everybody? If you just hold on a minute, I'm still loading into my save. So, yeah, it'll be a second. I'll update you when I'm loaded. Yo, 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 what's up, Holden? How you doing, man? Long time no see, my friend. Oh, and would you look at that? We have a game that's loading. Come on, finish loading. Hey, here we go. Okay, frames aren't the best, but they're definitely not the worst. So today, I think I'm going to try to do another detonation round. Because I feel like it. Had a bit of a difficult time mentally this week, so we're going to cheer up with some explosions. You're doing good. You've been working on the past few weeks and collecting resources for the biggest Minecraft project yet, and I'm almost finished. Nice. I expect to see screenshots when you're done, or done enough to share screenshots. Just saying. What's the Minecraft project, if you don't mind my asking? Okay, let's grab, so Holden, I don't know if you know, but this lack of bombs is not me. This lack of bombs is not, the game has, deemed that bombs no longer should be, indestructible. So now they are fully destructible. So that's fun. So now I have to remake the bombs every single gosh darn time. I really want to automate this process. I don't like doing it this way. I also don't see any other way to do it. At least not right now. It's an enormous cyberpunkish tower in a mesa you have in a creative version. You have a creative version. Yeah, bomb recreation is very rough. Have a creative version. Yeah, you can send it if you want to. I don't really mind either way. I just want to see. I just want to see cool stuff. That's all. So yeah, we'll just talk about life, have some fun, um, and I'm probably going to need to change up my stream times because it's been harder and harder for me to make these stream times. So I'm probably going to need to figure out some way to change them up, and we'll look at figuring out a new schedule at some point here. Yeah. So yeah, today, as you guys can see from the escape menu, is detonation number 29, or detonation number 30, because detonation number 29 was just a little bit ago, and we activated one gateway so we could get to the inside of the core because there was a billion resources in the core actively causing us lots of lag. And so I just had to get rid of them. But once I did, man, I'm getting like 30 FPS down in the core. It's nuts. As opposed to getting like 2. Yeah, I always liked the idea of planning out Minecraft projects in creative. I feel like that's what it was made for. But some people just like to use it for Yay, haha, diamonds. I have a house made of diamonds. Look at me. And it's just like, really, bro? Really? Between streams, though, I have to do a lot of resource farming. A lot of spending time AFK at my titanium farm. Not TNT. Titanium farm. Because titanium... Well, we use up 768 titanium every single round, so, yeah, it's a bit rough. And we still have some, like, 40,000 titanium estimated for the rest of the project, so it's gonna be real rough. Kind of liking this music, though. This music is vibing. Yeah, the Minecraft project sounds exciting. Cyberpunk Tower is kind of similar to, is it kind of similar to False Symmetry's base in the last Hermitcraft? Because I do follow Hermitcraft. That's the closest thing I have. That's the closest reference I have to Cyberpunk in Minecraft. Screenshots in Discord? Heck yeah. I don't think I can bring it on stream, because I don't think I have a setting for that. Although, I might actually. Let me check. First, let me scroll down to the Discord server. Discord, load. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, heck yeah, that looks epic. Those are some heckin' big nether portals down in the middle, though, I will say that. Let me see if I can pop it up on stream for you guys. Window capture. Here we go. So yeah, this is the screenshot that Holden sent. That's a heck of a tower. I like it. Similar to Pearlescent Moon's base on Legacy SMP. I haven't seen Legacy SMP, sorry. Looks really cool, though. How are you planning to handle the inside detail? Because internal detail is one of the harder bits in Minecraft, in my personal experience, which we all know is all-consuming and all-defining. Ah, no. But yeah, I wasn't... Most creators in Minecraft don't really do a lot of internal detail, they just do a whole ton of external detail. And then you go inside, and the inside is just like a big room, and you're like, okay, but I was kind of hoping for like a whole bunch of little rooms like your outside promised, but I guess this is okay. Oh yes, and Dixper is enabled today. Actually got a decent amount of the inside to an okay state, and the area just below the portal will be a storage area. Nice. Auto sorter or no? I don't know how much into redstone you are. That is a bomb. And that is also me having forgot to print any extra large platforms. Auto sorter? Nice. Totals to 19 shulker boxes of items. For each item, I'm guessing? Because if it's just 19 shulker boxes of items in total, I'm like, that's kind of tiny. I'm gonna guess that it's 19 shulker boxes for each individual item. Alright, you guys can go over here while I finish this up. Because those guys still need to print. In actual items, you need 45,000 blocks to make it. It's not huge, but it's the central tower. 45,000 isn't terrible. Seen worse. Not too bad. Totals to about 19 shulker. Oh. To make it. Okay. Alright, alright. See, I was thinking that you were saying that that the storage system would hold 19 shulker boxes of items, and I'm like, wait a second. 19 shulker boxes of each item? Or just 19 shulker boxes, because that's a pitiful storage system if it just holds 19 shulkers. And it's also an oddly specific number. But that makes much more sense, what you're saying. Yeah, I was pretty confused. I was like, what is going on here? Sure. Dude, that's totally fine. Makes for a funny moment, that's all. Are you done? No, you're not. Why are you printing at a weird angle? I guess it's probably all the TNT in the way, isn't it? Oh, interestingly, Holden, I had, when was the last time you were at the stream? Because we've made a fair bit of progress on the Nova's project. There we go. Words are hard today. But yeah, I'm just curious, when was the last time you remember being on stream? Because, interestingly, a couple of days ago, or a couple streams ago, I detonated a bomb a little bit too close to my base, and I ended up accidentally, blowing up my fuel depot along with it, so my entire base became a crater. And, yeah, I had to revert. TNT tends to get in the way. Cave Johnson, probably. No, those are lemons getting in the way. The explosive lemons, but, I mean... That's a very Cave Johnson type thing to say. It's also a very Cave Johnson type problem to have. I do have all the extra large platforms for these two. Hey. What? Why did I die? Astroneer, hello? Why did I die? What killed me? What on earth was that? I just, like, as far as I can tell, I just, like, straight up died. OxyClean? What? I confess I'm confused. Nope, don't grab it off of there. Ah! Just get the silo on there, and you know what? Just for good measure, you can come over here. I don't know why I died there. That's weird, to say the least. You drank too much. I drank too much OxyClean. Clearly, apparently. The OxyClean gods have wanted to have words with me. And not the nice kind of words either. The mean kind. Oh, the horror. Okay, I need 2 more silos here. You played Half-Life for the first time? You suck at shooters? Well, that's good, because so do I. I was practicing on aim labs, but then I haven't touched my computer for like a week, so completely lost my streak there. Whatever streak I did have. And aim labs is a it's a software to help you improve your accuracy in shooters. Oh, why you gotta fall over, huh? Why you gotta fall over? Why you gotta do this to me? Yoink. So was it the original Half-Life, or was it like a later on as Half-Life 2, or was it like a Half-Life spin-off? It is Sea Lantern time? Nice. So I'm guessing you have a Guardian Farmer too to get that going? Because really, you need a Guardian Farm kind of to have Sea Lanterns in any viable quantities. At least that's my understanding. Original. I mean, I love the idea of playing games like that, but personally, I don't really enjoy such games just because the graphics are so terrible. Like, graphics don't matter to me that much, but they do matter to me some. And some of those graphics are like, oh, these people just look so awful. Just compared to what we have now, so I tend to have a harder time playing older games like that. And surprisingly for the terrible graphics, they also usually don't really run that well. Usually because of software incompatibilities. At least that's my theory. You don't have a farm, you're just mining the temples with Half-Life during the summer sale. There was a bundle of all the games for $5. Oh, nice. Yeah, Valve has been promoting their Half-Life franchise recently. Which makes me wonder if there's going to be a Half-Life 3. Because Valve does not churn out bad quality games. Which is the one thing I like about them. They're really good. They don't turn out bad quality games as a studio. Like, they turn out games very hard. They don't turn out a lot of games, but when they do turn out a game, it's a really good game. And you can bet your life on that much. You need to just turn that way a little bit. Okay. Sorry. Just putting something away real fast there. Half-Life and Portal are practically the foundation of modern gaming. That's very much a fact. That's true. Hey, why are you doing this? What is wrong with you? Astroneer, you are on some kind of drugs today. I wanted to do a switch out. It's very basic. Very simple. Not that. That is not what I wanted to do either. Would it hurt you to just not sometimes? But yeah, I mean, Half-Life and Portal, you definitely gotta respect those old franchises. Because if you don't, you got an entire fan base that'll come after you. Alright, this should be enough for the next 2 bombs, and I need to stop these guys. I printed too many extra large platforms again. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I keep forgetting these platforms, and then they just I'll just let them pile up, and yeah. Okay, wait a second. So I've got this. This should be good for now. Well, we had 5 viewers. Now we have 1. That's encouraging. It's encouraging. I mean, let's be honest. This is not the most engaging thing in the world to be doing, which I am fully aware of. This is, in fact, pretty far from engaging. In fact, one could almost call it boring. Because it's just unpack, print, unpack, print, unpack, print, unpack, print. Oh no, unpack, print, more. Some of these, sometimes, life be like that. It's just boring. But we gotta get this stuff done if we want to get to the fun parts, aka the explosions. But yeah. I do think after this bomb I'm gonna take a break and run down to the core real fast and hold on, I want to show you how clean I've gotten the core, because I've literally gotten the core so clean. It's amazing to see. Hold on. Excuse me. Goodness. I am full of sneezes today. And that's gonna sit right there. And you're gonna go back on. There we go. That way both of you are still full. And that will be the... Why? I thought you were pointed like that. Freaking, well, not pointed like I thought it was. Hey. Stop it. Stop it. Just go on the same silly little slot, would you? So yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard in the news about the whole Afghanistan situation, but this is what I heard. And I don't know if what I heard was necessarily the most accurate thing in the world, but this is to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, so the U.S. pulled out and the Taliban took over in like under a week, which is ridiculous. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, I'm not an idiot. All right. Well, not about that anyway. Yeah, apparently the Taliban, which is a local terrorist group in Afghanistan, took over Afghanistan in under a week, which is kind of terrifying considering the U.S. had been trying to take over the darn place for like 20 years and trying to hold regional stability. And then when the U.S. pulled out, the Taliban took over, and now everybody's being either killed or enslaved or raped or everything that's terrible. A lot of the women and children got out on U.S. planes, which is good. It just... It's the situation that really sucks for everyone, though. And I mean, I don't really like that we pulled out, but I also understand that the U.S. can't just go around being the world's policeman, especially when we got our own problems here back at home. I'll have to go grab a cup of water and then just hear the Taliban. Yeah, it does suck. I ran out of things to talk about, so I just wanted to talk about what was on my mind today. Yeah, it just kind of sucks all around for everybody. What does also suck is the media is portraying it like, oh, it's so terrible for the women. Think of the women. Think of the children. It's like, well, yeah, but the men are having problems too. It's not just one. It's not just like, oh, the women are getting oppressed and the men are just getting this automatic guy pass, as if something like that exists. It's like, no, the women are being raped and the men are being killed. Like, there's nobody who wins in that situation, except for the Taliban. Like, there's no, neither the women nor the men are having a good time. But it just makes me, I guess, frustrated and sad. It feels like a lot of political parties on both sides of the aisle are using this situation to blame the other party and say the other party is what's wrong with the world. Like the Democrats are saying the reason for this instability was because of the terrible policies that the gender equality goes both ways. Yeah, exactly. It goes both ways. It's freaking equality. That's how equality works. The Democrats are saying that it's because of how terribly the Republicans managed the situation, and the Democrats were the mature ones and pulled out, and the Republicans are saying, oh, it's the Democrats who pulled out and they're cowards, and, well, both the U.S. as a whole mismanaged the situation. I don't really know how they would have managed the situation. I just know it went wrong pretty badly. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it really sucks that when something, I guess, so humanitarian and so horrible is happening, all the politicians care about is furthering their own agenda and sabotaging that of their rivals. And the Twitter mobs are just loving that. Mismanaging is a specialty. I feel like that's not just an American thing, I feel like that's kind of just a human thing. I don't really know of a country that did manage the Afghanistan situation, or really any situation similar to it, well. Especially not Afghanistan. They certainly were not doing a good job of managing their situation. I mean, heck, they freaking let the Taliban in. I don't know. It just feels like America as a nation has depression. Like, depression is inherently like self-hatred and believing yourself to be inadequate. USSR? Don't know anything about that. They did great. I honestly have no knowledge about that. It just feels like the U.S. as a whole has depression, because depression is at its core is self-hatred, and the U.S. is pretty good at hating itself. Which is weird because at one point we were one of the best countries in the free world, and we still even in our terrible state right now, we still have a lot of rights and freedoms that other countries don't have. Which really sucks. But I mean, those rights and freedoms may be soon going away, so who knows? The U.S. may soon lose all those rights and freedoms, but you know, I kind of start to wonder if war, like the World War, was actually a good thing for America. And before you say I'm a warmongering, fear-mongering, hate bigot, well, hear me out. Because when America moved in the World War, we turned from a self-hating nation into a unified, patriotic nation. The freedoms that were slowly starting to erode were given back, and some of the other ones were taken away. Like the draft was enlisted, which was kind of bad, but it was necessary in time of war. But all of the a lot of like the free speech stuff was kind of given back. Some of it wasn't. Some of it was. But it gave us a big wake-up call as a nation, and I kind of feel like we need that. And I don't know if there's anything that would give us this wake-up call anymore. So what did the USSR do that was so great? Unpack. I don't think I need you. No, I don't need you. I'm curious to know what the they just had good relations with Afghanistan. Well, as far as I know, they had good relations with the Taliban, and I wouldn't necessarily call that good relations with Afghanistan as a whole. People seem to forget that for all of its flaws, capitalism and communism are really not only diametrically opposed, but also... Oh, I think I... Did I run out of titanium? I did. Ay. I'm gonna need to print more silos. Or medium storage silos. People seem to forget that despite all of the terrible stuff that's come about it because of capitalism, capitalism also gives us some of the freedoms that we have now that we enjoy and take for granted. Never said they were good people or whatever, just that they helped with Afghanistan pretty well. I don't know that I could agree. I'm certainly open to, like, being wrong. As far as I know, though, the reason why they got along well with Afghanistan is because they got along well with the Taliban. And the Taliban, at that point, kind of represented Afghanistan. And, of course, that didn't end well for the Afghani people, but Russia has usually gotten along fine with dictatorships. Like, as far as I know, their relations with North Korea are pretty on point. But yeah, they helped, like, I think, was it Iran or Iraq? One of those two. They helped them get atomic bombs and refined uranium. See, I don't know if I feel like what Russia did was less handling it well and more like doing a good job of encouraging the dictators. So I don't necessarily know if I could call that a good thing or not. Now, I'm not up on my international politics and international news, because frankly, I have enough depression in my life already. I really don't need more. But yeah, Russia's never really been nice to the people of any nation, really. Why'd you go over there? Yeah, I definitely am gonna need to print some more storage silos. I just don't know how many. I think, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that one was incomplete, though. Sure is a lot of storage silos, though. Get back here. Where'd you come from? Can you get back on there? Thank you. Okay. Maybe it's looking like we're gonna need 5 or so. It looks like we will need 5. Okay. So I'm gonna put together enough titanium for 5. That's gonna be 4. And that's gonna be 1, 2. Okay. That should be 5. But yeah, the whole Afghan situation is just sad and depressing. But yeah, you just... At some point, America kind of had to pull out, I feel like. And really, it didn't matter whether the president who ended up pulling out was Republican or Democrat. They were still going to have a whole bunch of issues. Then there are the people who are saying, well, George Bush got us into this, and I don't really agree with them either. George Bush was doing the best he thought he knew how at the moment. So I don't necessarily know that we could blame George Bush for this whole fiasco. fact, I would feel pretty comfortable in saying that we can't blame him for this whole fiasco. Because everybody makes mistakes, and not everyone can see into the future. Now, I don't necessarily know that George Bush knew that it would get us into a 20-year war. I think he thought it would take a couple of months, maybe, because Afghanistan is such a small place. Hello. You're at the gate, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Well, no matter, I need to go to Glacio anyway. No, not Glacio, I need to go to... No, I do need to go to Glacio, because I need to pick up titanium. Crater looking good, though. I'd drop by the titanium farm, but I just really need to go straight home. Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't decreasing speed when I was pressing W, not S. I would do it. You're pressing the increase speed button. Pressing on the accelerator, that's not going to get you to decelerate. Who would have thunked? Well, there's one. Yeah, this furnace runs at like 101% efficiency, and it bugs the heck out of me. Be right back. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna run some titanium back to, back to Novus. And I'm gonna grab you. I choose you, Pikachu. Here we go. Let's go back. Back to Novus. For all the fun and games. And we'll leave the auto smelter to do its thing. I also have the mod uninstalled, so we're running stock right now, so it's much nicer. Okay. Novus. Clink. No. Click. There we go. Look at that. And half the planet's missing, just like I remembered it. Man, doing it on daylight is so terrible. The daylight, you just can see nothing. Alright, how many bombs have we made so far? I think 4, haven't we? I think we've made 4. We have 6 in total. But we need to get 8. And I really want to get 10, because I really just want to have a couple of extras. But, I mean, we're printing them in batches of 2s anyways. We do need to wait for the titanium to fill up, though. Oh, perfect. Is it actually already filled up? No, it's not. It's still going. still hecka going. Let's at least print 4 more. Okay, that's good. You're back? Welcome back. I'm gonna here, I'll show you what progress we've made so far on the Novus project. We've come actually a little bit closer to the base than before. Your oil painting of your dog finally arrived. Oh, that's cute. Care to send a picture in Discord? See, I moved a little bit closer. There used to be a little bit of a tunnel right there, but no longer now. I really need to go through and get all those floating resources right there. But look at us, maintaining decent frame rates all the way down into the core. What is this? Yeah, we got my packager factory right here. And a lonely bit of debris that apparently got left. I mean, there's a little bit of lag down here, but it's really... You won it at an auction, the only thing you bid on? Oh, nice. How is there an oil painting of your dog at an auction? Like, I could see an oil painting of a dog, but an oil painting of your dog? Seems a little bit strange to me, I guess. I mean, it's not like I know anything. Custom pet portrait? Oh, so what you want is like a custom pet portrait token or something. Like somebody agreed to do a pet portrait for you, and they were selling that. They were selling like that at an auction. Is that what happened? That would make more sense, I guess. This bit of debris. Laterite. Alright, you're holding laterite. No, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, nuts. Get back here, debris. Yoink. Ah, that makes more sense. But yeah, send a picture of it in Discord. This I gotta see. Dog pictures are always welcome. But yeah, look at how clean this core is. There's like very little stuff on here. Been pretty aggressively cleaning the entire time. And the aggressive cleaning has paid off very nicely. So nice to be able to move around normally and see normally in the core. Cannot even say how nice it is. Especially with the huge amount of lag that every single bomb is adding now because of the huge amount of debris that it generates. I do always have to get on my compass because otherwise I will be very, very much lost in this hole. And I really need to tackle this bit in here. We'll do that after the round, though. It's in Discord? Nice, let me check it when I get back to base. Watch Tactical Illusion show up and turn off my jetpacks or something. Whenever I'm streaming and I have Dixper on, I'm always nervous going into the core, just because that can happen. Let me pop onto Discord. That is a your dog looks like they're being very silly right there. Cute picture though. It reminds me almost of the "Oh my dog" emote from Twitch. Are you guys done? I think you're done. Yes, you're done. It looks actually quite similar to the "Oh my dog." It was being silly. Typical dog. That looks like some kind of golden... Is that a golden retriever? Or is it some kind of golden lab, maybe? I sent in the photo and they made it into a portrait. Nice. Yeah, dogs never cooperate with photo shoots. It seems to just be a dog thing. Except for some dogs. Some dogs are absolute prima donnas. Yellow lab? Makes sense. Labs are kind of crazy. Adorable crazy, but crazy. I used to, when I was little, I used to ride at a horse ranch. We would like do horse camp and stuff, and the lady who ran like the horse farm, she had a black lab named Hank, and Hank was he was a black lab. He was a black lab through and through. He ate anything and everything except for his beans, which were what he was fed on. I don't know necessarily what it was called. Well, it's perfect. The photo is perfect. Also, you found a notch apple. GG's on the notch apple. I'm guessing the photo pretty much sums your dog up. Or else you probably wouldn't have sent it in. But yeah, he was a black Labrador, and a black Labrador to the core. Very much so. Your old dog ate your couch. I mean, that's a very doggy thing to do. I will say that much. But if you left your lunch out and Hank was not in his cage, like he had a big old enclosure he could run around in, and but she let him out to like run in the pasture with the horses, have lots of fun. But if he was out and you left your lunch out somewhere, it would be gone. He would hop up to the weirdest, like, he ate the whole couch. Did he eat, like, the metal and everything, too? 'Cause usually I hear about the cushions. What kind of dog was he? Or her, I guess. I don't know what gender your old dog was. But yeah, they caught Hank with like a they left the metal frame, nothing else, even the wooden legs. Goodness. Did you like starve the dog or something? Goodness. Another lab? That sounds about like a lab. So was it just like gone, or was it everywhere? I would tend to think it would be everywhere, but if it was gone, that's impressive, and that would have... I would think that would like take him a day or two to do. Let me guess, I think you like labs or something. Labs are pretty adorable, though. Like, oh, and it was gone. Well, that's kind of disturbing. It's just like, where'd the couch go? Oh, here's a metal frame. He must have been really bored. We were gone 4 hours tops. We had breakfast. He had breakfast and lunch before we left. Oh, that doesn't matter to a lab. They'll always eat. They'll always eat anything. That's the AAA of lab dogs. Always eat. No, sorry. It's like, it's actually AEA, but I don't know why I call it the AAA. But that's like the motto of lab dogs, is just always eat anything. Alright, that is bomb number 5 done and dusted. Hey. Whoa, hello. That's pretty nuts, though. The interesting thing was, was at some point, always I eat all. Hey, my spelling isn't always the best. All right, they aren't very good spellers. I mean, yeah, I guess you got a point there. At one point, we had like a running joke about Hank like going around and eating everything, except for his beans. And then there was then the horse lady. She got a new horse, or rather, no, her one of her horses, one of her mares, had a foal, and the mare was a big ol' not quite Clydesdale, but like a super big, big going horse. Like that horse was the type of horse that would pull an ox cart type stuff. But the horse's name was Bubbles, and so Bubbles had was breeded with a stallion of some kind off the ranch, and Bubbles had a foal, and the foal's name was Suds, and Suds was well, he was the lab's spiritual brother. Suds would also eat anything. There was one time when the horse lady came in and found him with a halter completely down his throat with just the lead rope sticking out. Like, the halters are big old things. They have a big old rope attached to the end of them so that you can lead the horse. It's like maybe a 5 or 6 foot long rope. This mad horse, had the entire halter down his throat and just a little bit of the lead rope sticking out. And it's not like he was lacking for feed or anything. He just ate things because he liked eating things. And he was also notorious for gnawing on the wooden handles of pitchforks. Dude was like a chipmunk. And I didn't know at the time, but everyone, like, I was too young to know at the time, but everyone was super entertained when he was just like mouthing the end of a pitchfork that was standing up, like essentially a wooden lollipop. And you guys know exactly what the reference is there. He was peckish. Something like that, man. But I didn't know I didn't know the innuendo at the time, but he was just he was just basically deep throating a pitchfork, and the dude was just that was a weird horse. He was a very, very big horse too. He did not mess around. Well, he did nothing but mess around, but his weight was nothing to mess around with. Like, he got all kinds of muscle. And, man, that horse was a weird horse. He was basically the lab's spiritual brother. And that's about the best explanation there is. I think the lab passed on several years ago, and I think the horse is still around. But that lab was fond memories of that lab. He was such a happy dog, even though he probably would have lived longer had he eaten what he was supposed to. He was supposed to be a carnivore, but he was basically actually an omnivore. He just ate anything and everything, and anything and everything included grass, dirt, and electric fences, and foam, and leather, and cotton, and wool. Like, the dude ate everything. Okay, where's the last two, huh? What happened to the last two? Oh, there they are. Perfect. I was wondering where they were, and they just showed up right there. Man, this is tedious. I keep feeling like maybe the more I say it's tedious, the less tedious it will get, but no, it just stays tedious. Well, that's bomb number 6 done. Okay, come back here. Silo, grab you. And I need to print 4 silos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice timing. Thanks, me. Good job, me. Well, we got all the things printing. Let's get this guy moving right here. This is becoming a one-stop shop for the biggest bombs on the planet. Wait. Yeah, so that was bomb number 6. So this will be 7. Then we'll need 8. But 7 will be good for now. Oh, here we go. Man, we just make a mountain of these medium storage silos. Okay. By the way, Holden, thanks for coming out, man. It's been nice to have somebody to talk to, instead of just doing this all myself. Because just doing this by myself gets pretty boring pretty fast. Hello, oddball angle. feel like it generally is a pretty good time when I've streamed the Novus cleanup operations, but lately I haven't had time to do them in, like, large sections, so I haven't had the time to stream them, necessarily. And then for a week I didn't touch my computer, because we had my church had a youth conference going on, and, was busy doing lights for that thing. Hey. Hey. There we go. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Dumb packagers. Are you kidding? Oh. Am I kidding you? What? What do you mean, am I kidding you? What'd I do this time? The ocean monument is so close, is too close to your ender chest, so you can't get it. Wait a second. The ocean monument is too close to your ender chest, so you can't get it. What? That makes no sense to me. So you can't... First of all, what does it mean to get an ocean monument? Second of all, what do you mean by being too close to your ender chest? There's no such thing as too close to an ender chest. It's a single block. And what about being too close to your ender chest makes the ocean monument inaccessible? And if it's inaccessible because it's too close to your ender chest, why not just move your ender chest? Because it's not like those things are hard to move. Mining fatigue. Can't get the ender chest. Ah. Bring a bucket of milk. It's not hard. Okay, so I interpreted your sentence as saying the ocean monument is too close to your ender chest, so you couldn't get the ocean monument. So you're saying it's too close to your ender chest, so you can't get the ender chest. Which, I mean, you can, it just takes 5 times longer. With Mining Fatigue 3, anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you just get a bucket of milk, you'll be fine. That little update made milk so useful. Alright, bomb number 7 is completed. And we're gonna print bomb number 8. But first I need to grab more silos. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4. Not bad. And yes, this bit right, this large storage, that's to print out silos for the next batch. Because, where's my calculator? Because 4 times 8 is 32, which is the total number of silos in here, times 3 is 96. Divide that by 24, you get 4. So 4 silos of, 4 medium storage silos of steel equals the entire bomb batch, which makes things very simple. Let me grab this right here. Unpack you. Grab the platform, not the plug. I wonder why you ended up with an odd number of platforms. Don't worry about it. Alright. Now just to put these guys on. Dude, I want to automate this whole process so badly. This whole process really sucks. Hey. Grab the box, not the cable plug, grab the box. An axolotl has died? Oh, that's sad. Those guys are cute. Oh, I got the idea. My spelling wigs out too. It's okay. Got in the way of you mining your ender chest on the last part. The axolotl did? Or the mining fatigue? Can't spell? That's okay. Neither can I some days. If I gave you a hard time about spelling, I would have to give myself a hard time about it as well. Which, one of these days I will, but today I don't feel like it. Oh, you're gonna fall all over yourself, aren't you? The axolotl. So you killed it? You're a cruel human being, but I understand why you did it. So you got your inner chest, though? Or is it time to go grab another bucket of milk? Might be time to go grab another bucket of milk. You haven't got it yet? Why haven't you got your chest yet, dude? Come on. Get with the program, jeez. I'm kidding, of course. You had to show the axolotl the consequences of his actions, I know. Like, because I can't just go around getting in the way of people's ender chests unpunished. So are you just mining it without a milk bucket? You don't feel like getting milk? Well, that's kind of on you then, isn't it? Like, you have a solution to your problem. The only reason why you're not doing it is because you don't feel like it. And we're almost on the last silo of the day. Oh, man, we go through so much titanium. The amount of titanium is just painful. It's like, fine. So you're just gonna get milk just to prove me wrong, huh? I think it can't give you, weakness 3, or mining fatigue 3 again for a little bit, so it should give you at least enough time to grab your, it should at least give you enough time to grab your, what's it called? Your ender chest. Should give you enough time to grab it. Okay. Unpack everything. That is bomb number 8, ready to go. Well, that's a good thing. Let's go to our shuttle, which is over here, actually. And we're gonna launch over to Visania. Do the old switcheroo. And head back. And we'll start loading up the bombs, and then we'll get the detonation round done. Oh look, that's the correct base. What do you know? Alright. Got enough fuel, we're gonna do the switcheroo. Just like normal. And we are ready for the switcheroo, so that's good. Okay, grab you, come back, switch, and doing these switches is so much nicer than what it used to be before that update. Just go on the platform. Used to be you had to take off things and then put the new one on, then take off the old one. Those little quality of life changes are so nice. I love quality of life changes. Quality of life stuff just so much improves your quality of life. It's almost like that's what it was intended to do or something. It's kind of weird. No, not that. Why'd you grab that one? You know what? Fine, I don't care. Actually, no, I can't drag this one over there. It's not really gonna make much sense to do. Might as well just pony up and fly the short distance. It's not like you're hurting for hydrazine, Minecraft. It's not like you're hurting for hydrazine. You're especially not hurting for hydrogen. Alright, and here we go. bit of switcheroo. Not that. That. Yay. And yoink. I really think it works out much better now that I have actually put them on actual platforms and organized everything. Works out much nicer. Everything feels much more organized. So 6 platforms of this translates to 8 1/4 platforms of that. And it makes it all very nice. Now you said you'd be done with Astroneer once the Novus project is done. What do you have planned next? I don't have anything planned right now. I really do need to get back into Dyson Sphere program. I haven't played that in a bit, and that was fun. I mean, I haven't really gotten into the whole efficiency part of Dyson Sphere program, which is probably where I'll find myself in the rabbit hole. But I did enjoy so far. You think you can get away with that? You cannot. Although, I did hear, I don't know if you heard, but there is a new Astroneer trailer out for the next update. And the next update, at the very end of the Astroneer trailer, has an adorable little space snail in it. And I want one for a pet. So the minute that update is coming out, we're figuring out how to get that snail as a pet. Because it is absolutely adorable, and it also waved to the Astroneer. Like, how adorable is that? Space now? I know, right? The entire Astroneer community seems to have collectively lost its mind over that. I'd honestly forgotten that space snails were a running joke. I knew a while ago, but I had honestly completely forgotten. Alright, switcheroo is done. Let's just double check that everything is working as it should. Ow. You're deciding if you want to commission a plush? Do it. 96, we are running exactly according to plan. Yeah, I'm excited for that. If they actually introduce creatures, that would be one of the few actually genuinely needed updates. Because these worlds need life. So far, a lot of the updates have felt like a lot of fluff. But if they do actually fill out these worlds more, then there's a lot more reason to go exploring. There's a lot more reason to do stuff in general. And so there's a lot less reason to get bored if you can discover all the creatures and stuff. Because creatures, even though I'm sure they will have a very stupid AI at first, because all AI is difficult, creature AI is no exception. Even though I'm sure they'll have a very, very, very stupid AI at first, they will still be absolutely adorable. And, so they actually help, they'll help the game out a lot. In between grind games are a few really fun casual games like Stick Fight and Unrailed. Both are really fun with chat, and Unrailed is super fun with other streamers. Whoopsies. Hold on. Unrailed. I'm not sure I've heard of that. Let me take a break after I load everything. Remind me to check out Unrailed on Steam after I load everything up. I'll check it out on Steam and see what it looks like. that switcheroo went south. That switcheroo went so south. Stick fight I've played before. Stick fight is fun. But yeah, I have yet to check out Unrailed. Little indie game. It's about a train that oh, I think I saw Markiplier do something on that. Didn't Markiplier do something with like Bob and Wade on that? I don't know if you watch Markiplier. I watch him on occasion. Isn't it like a tile game or something? Alright, off we go! Back to Visenya. And we're on the wrong side of the planet. Oh, here we go. Never mind. But yeah, isn't that the, it's like a little factory game. Problem is I don't really know a lot of streamers who would be willing to play such games with me. Suppose that's a problem for another day. No, not that. The whole silo, please. Don't know, you've only played it metaled, haven't seen anyone else, and yeah, it is tiled bait. That's somehow autocorrected and to metal. Alright, autocorrect. Is your phone drunk or something? Alright, hold on one second. I'm gonna tab out to my browser real fast. I'm gonna look up. Yeah. Yeah, Markiplier did play that. And if I remember correctly...
Previously on Unrare.
Yep, he made it. That's it. Okay, yeah, that is what I was thinking of. Okay. Alright, so I know what you're talking about. It's a cute, fun, and sometimes stressful game. Might have to check it out at some point. Okay, you can go over here. Then you... Also, we might see a return of Ghost. Because Ghost was back into playing Astroneer, and he said that he wanted to do some stuff together. And so I told him I'd be definitely down. So we might definitely see a return of the one and only Ghost 101. And use. That is bomb number 1 completed. And yoink, right there. You're gonna place right here. I believe I do currently have Stick Fight. I think I've played it before. I don't remember if I have it on Epic Games or not. But it's definitely a very good suggestion. And if I can find a couple people to play it with, then I'll definitely give it a shot. If I end up just playing with randos, I don't want to just play with randos. I think if we can get tactical in on it, it will be fun. Holden, have you heard of What the Box at all? Wait, I forgot to check the other ones. Are the other ones, Are the other... Wait a second. Did I put the previous silos back to... Did I put the other 3 silos back to disable output? I'll acknowledge how the 2013 gamer channels had coordinated their hair. Dan TDM had blue, Markiplier had red, and Jack had green. I don't think that was intentionally coordinated. If you also need a 4th for a stick fight him in, that's gonna be a heck yeah. I kinda need a 2nd and a 3rd before I can do 4th. But sure. It's kind of like in Thor Ragnarok, where Thor was like, it's him, you, and me. And Hulk was like, Hulk, stay. And Thor was like, it's you and me. And Valkyrie said, I think it's only you. That's about how it feels like. Don't really have any friends who would be able to play stick fight with. I mean, besides you. Ghost and Tactical? If they don't have it, they wouldn't necessarily be inclined to buy it for me, you know? I don't know why I got back in, but I did. That's a heck of a base that they got going there. It's a nice little base line. Alright, we're gonna do a switcheroo right here. You'll buy it for him? I mean, it's awfully nice of you, but I don't know necessarily if they would be interested in playing it. For instance, Tactical got Crash Drive 2 a while back, and has not had the chance to play it yet. According to her, she's got an overload of games on her list to play, which is a very good problem to have, but still is a bit of a problem. And as far as me goes, I haven't really been playing Crash Drive 2 that much recently, or Crash Drive 3, considered a Christmas miracle. I mean, yeah, I don't necessarily know if they would play it even if you did buy it for them, you know? Because as awesome as Tactical is, she's not really super good at granting specific game requests. Believe me, been there, done that. Alright, output's disabled on all of these. Back to Visenya. This used to be the difficult part. This used to be the hard part of making those bombs. This used to be the hardest part. Now it's like a pretty darn easy part. Now that I have to freaking remake the bombs every single time I want to do a detonation round. I think we're doing a pretty good rhythm, though, of every time we do a stream, we do a detonation round. or every time we do a detonation round, we do one detonation round a stream. I feel like that's a pretty decent rhythm. And rotate you. Yoink, and yoink. If all else fails, you can go back to kidnapping game devs. Well, I don't know if that's necessary. Oh, I didn't let it get a chance to get filled up. I'll have to do that next time. Man, look at that crater. It looks so good. That's just not loading all the way because you can't load the entire thing really that well anymore. Alright, you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go right there. And you're gonna go right there. And we're gonna do a switcheroo right when you're done. Gotta go? Alright, well, hey, thanks for dropping by, man. Much appreciated. It's great to see you again. It's great to have you on stream. And it's too bad you're missing out on the explosions, but, I mean, you've already seen lots of rounds of explosions. You know what's going on. This round should be, nice and even, though. There we go. Well, we need to get this round going. And, yeah, then detonation round number 30 will have been done. Oh, I forgot to hit enter. But yeah, I'll see you around, Holden. Have a good one. Whoa, hello. Going through the planet, are we? I feel like that's it. I'm gonna click it. I may regret it. Oh, it's right. Heck yeah. 75. But let it refuel. That's all good. Yoink, and a yoink, and a yoink? Question mark? There we go. Off we go. Back to Novus. And there is... The Novus project is really huge, isn't it? This is such a large project. And we're gonna yoink this last silo right here. It's gonna fill up real fast. That's okay. Oh, you know what? I also do have, not that, not that. There we go. Let me turn this to my own channel, so that way I have something monitoring my channel, because I forgot to do that earlier. And this is done. Man, the lag spike though. Yoink. Alright, bomb number 3 is completed. Man, I've almost been streaming for 2 hours and we haven't gotten the detonation round off. That blows. But yeah, so, what's been on your mind lately? Yeah, I don't know, I've been generally trying to stay away from the news. News just gives you depression in general. Because there's so much to profit off of fear-mongering and clickbait that nobody cares about the truth anymore. They just care about what makes them money. That is one of the downsides of capitalism. The free press is still essential, but it's very difficult when truth is compromised to the point that it's compromised in our culture. We live in an age of truth decay, where everything's my truth and your truth. And there's no more the truth. And while it is true, and it can be said that quote-unquote the truth was often used to oppress certain groups of people and to make sure that certain people were silenced, because whoever was in power got to define what the truth is. Allowing everybody to define their own truth is not a wise decision. And it's not something that makes our society viable in the long term. It doesn't help us, and it doesn't help anybody. It just helps us feel good in the moment, but feel-good policies are not good policies, if you know what I mean. Why do you have to grab that? Stop jerking my camera around. It just feels like the world is full of nothing but feel-good policies. And nobody needs more feel-good policies. People need genuinely good policies. Those are hard to come by nowadays. Sorry about that, just had to handle some quick trash. Let me pop this in the trash can. There we go. Novus, please. Yeah, I don't know, really, what... I don't pretend to know what policies would be good and what policies would be bad. I don't think that I should dictate the truth. I just think that we need to have a ultimate standard of truth that's beyond somebody's personal opinion. Because really there is no such thing as my truth or your truth. There's my opinion, and there's your opinion. But the fact of the matter is that no matter what your truth is, if you jump off a cliff, you're going to die. No matter how much you say, oh, it's my truth that I will fly, I will survive, I'll be strong and beautiful and courageous, and nature doesn't care about that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff just doesn't really matter in the long run. Doesn't help anybody. I don't claim to know what standard of truth that we should all run our society by. And I don't necessarily know even if there is anything, but I do know that this whole my truth, your truth thing has to go. It does not work. It doesn't help anybody. In fact, it hurts a lot more than it helps. Ow. Speaking of hurting. But what do I know? I'm just a random guy on the internet with my own opinions. And you're free to disagree with me, by the way, if you're in chat. Feel free to disagree with me, as long as you're nice and respectful. We'll have a chat, and I'll try my best to respond. I don't necessarily know everything. In fact, I feel like I know very little at times. But I just want to try make things a little bit better. I don't know. It's a very depressing topic. It almost feels like there's no right answer. But there has to be a right answer at some point. Because humanity's survival depends on there being a right answer. If there's no right answer, we're basically doomed. Because we cannot live in this culture of truth decay for long, or even much longer. Some kind of conflict is going to break out. Society is going to break down. And no amount of my truth and your truth is going to stop it. In fact, it even accelerates it. Just look at the fall of the Roman Empire. When the Roman Empire got around to just worshipping the self and doing whatever they wanted to do, they decayed. They fell. And yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that anything is, nothing that I'm saying is proscriptive. It's only descriptive. I don't pretend to know what's right for society, and I don't pretend to know everything. I just know that I've studied my history, and whenever they get close to these ideals, quote unquote, whenever a society gets close to them, it collapses. That's why the legalization of gay marriage has been an actual detector throughout history for the collapse of empires. And I know I just touched a really touchy nerve right there, but again, that's just historical observation. That's not me saying that there's something about gay marriage specifically. It's much more based on how the culture becomes ever more tolerant, and that tolerance is what kills cultures. And it's not like intolerance is good. It's just over-tolerance is bad, I guess I'm trying to say. I don't know, that's very difficult. It's a very difficult problem. And it's not something I know the solution to. It's very difficult. And then there's just all kinds of parties saying that, oh, we need to do this or we need to do that. And I don't know, sometimes it just feels like democracy just doesn't work. The people are just too fickle and don't know what they want. But at the same time, democracy offers freedom like no other system. There's no real way to get a similar amount of freedom with a dictatorship, even a benevolent one, quote unquote. And arguably there is no benevolent dictatorship. It's just kind of hard to argue with the fact that the more tolerant a society gets, the faster it sinks. Which seems weird because it feels like tolerance is a good thing. It feels like everyone doing what they think is a good thing. But it just doesn't align with what humans need. And I don't know what humans actually need. I just know that what we're doing now doesn't help. I do want to take my my paving rover over to Calidor, or not Calidor. What's the name of the planet? Silva. I do want to take it over to Silva. I want to try to get to the space station. I don't know where it is, but I do know that it's somewhere. And I do know that it can be accessed. That's something I learned from Tactile Object. Yeah. I do want to try to stream tomorrow at some point. Because I do want to stream at a time when Hope is able to come. Because it's a lot more fun to have Hope in chat. Just is in general. And I mean, right now... Where's my phone? Oh, what'd I do with my phone? My phone... somewhere. I thought I put it in my pocket. It's not in my pocket. What'd I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what time it is for her, but I know it's really super late for her. It's like in the middle of the night and she's asleep right now. Because she lives in Egypt and I live west coast of US. So, very different time zones. But I would like to try to have her in chat because she's a very good friend. And, generally, nice person when she isn't being terribly cruel to me through Dixper. Oh, hey Thunder, how are you doing? If I recall right, I dropped by your stream once or twice, right? How's it going with you, though? Don't mind me, I'm just over here having an existential crisis. I'm doing pretty good, other than the aforementioned existential crisis. Working on the Novus project, just getting some stuff done steadily. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Did I? Yes, I did. Alright. You finally made it to a core, so you figured it'd be okay to take a peek at your stream? Oh, awesome. Well, aren't you lucky? I'm about to take off in this ship, and you can see the Novus project for what it is. And congratulations on making it to a core. So yes, this is the Novus project right here. As you can tell, it's a little bit big. And if I kind of look to the side, you can kind of see at the side of the screen where some of the fog rolls away. See, that's what I'm working on today. And actually, you're here pretty much just in time because we're pretty close to doing the actual explosions and detonations. Yeah, it's about a third of the planet. It's not a whole ton. As there's still a long, long ways to go. But I'll show you when I get back. It is fun because you can just jump straight off of the base, straight into the core. Yeah, the explosions are always the fun bit. The really sucky part, though, is now there's like 2 hours of prep before any explosions can even happen. Because now I have to remake the entire bombs, and not just reuse them and refill them. Before it took only like an hour, now I'm just over 2 hours into the stream, and haven't managed to start the first detonation yet. Although, honestly, it's not doing too bad, considering that I had to make all the bombs, and now I'm having to fill them. Not going too bad overall. But yeah, that's actually kind of a nice edge-on view of the planet, and there's my launch pad. So we'll be flying across the crater. We'll turn Novus into a gas giant, essentially. So what I'm doing right here is I'm transferring the gas over from these larger containers, these medium gas canisters, to individual gas canisters. The reason for that is how this game works is these medium gas canisters do not explode with the exact same force that these little 5x hydrogens explode for. So they explode for the exact same strength. And my guess for that would just be they're structurally weaker than these small little things. So the small little ones have a higher breaking point and thus have more pressure and thus an equivalent blast radius. So it's just more efficient to use those small little thingies. But there's not really a good way to deliver them to where they need to go without using some kind of structure like this. And by the way, I do currently have Dixper enabled. If you want to give it a try, just give that little link a click, and I'll show you kind of what Dixper is about. Let me go to the Astroneer collection. But yeah, if I run, yeah, let's try this one. So Dixper can do stuff like this. If I launch this skill, then my screen just went upside down, and I can't. This is actually on my actual game. So it allows chat to mess with my actual game, and I think am I going the wrong way? Am I being dumb? I think I'm being dumb. See, because now my sideways controls are kind of inverted too, because my screen's upside down, and I also can't see anything. And whoa, this is very dizzying. Oh, it's back. Okay. So yes, that is something that I did to promote chat interaction. Oh, and I was gonna grab a bomb, and I didn't do that because I was so busy um, making myself have an existential crisis again. This is just like existential crises the stream. Crowd control from GDQ. Yeah, well, this is live though, and this kind of thing, it can be done in exchange for small support, or if you exchange channel points, then you can get crates free. But if you don't tell anybody, I'll give you a couple of crates free just to get you started out if you make an account. Just let me know when you have made said account though, and my game is running terribly all of a sudden. Yeah, if you do make an account, let me know, and I'll gift you like 10 or so crates for free, just to let you get started and kind of know what it's about. And actually included in there is a voice changer. There's some voice changers. There's some your mobile, so it'll pop you out for a minute. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Twitch is on mobile. It's pretty mobile friendly, and in fact, Dixper.gg/Minecraft33 does have my stream on it. So you should be able to continue watching my stream from the Dixper website. It's just it just can take a minute. Enable, and off we go. The explosions won't start for a bit. You'll check it out. Yeah, they'll start for maybe give it like 10 or 15 minutes. So we got a little bit of time. But also, here's a nice view of the crater right here. It's a lot easier to see at night. Okay, back? Alright, cool. Alright, launch to another planet. Visanya. But yeah, you should be able to see the stream once you're on Dixper. I don't really know how it works on mobile because I haven't done it on mobile myself. I do know it does work on mobile. I just don't know all the little mini details about how it works on mobile. Alright. That's the next load. Okay. Waiting for the rocket to save and launch. There we go. Man, my game is running terribly right now. It's running a lot worse than it was like 10 or 15 minutes ago. I don't know why. How we doing on space? Not terribly. Just a bit fall. Probably have enough time to finish this detonation round, and then that's probably gonna be it. Just go over there. Thank you. Alright, and yoink. We might actually have to do 2 switch outs. I'm gonna wait till that one gets done. that? That was a bad switch out. Not that. I want to walk forward. It's gonna take a second. I'm low on fuel though. Yoink. Better. That's all done. Alright. 1, 2. Off we go. Alright. We're on the last platform, which is something like the last 2 runs. Or something like that. It's only taken us 6 it's only gonna have taken us 6 hydrazine to deliver all of this stuff, which is really not bad. Let's go to the correct base, please. Here's the correct base. Alright, and Alright, Thunder, can you hear me? Or are you still working on Dixper? I don't know if you can hear me or not. But we're getting pretty close to we're getting pretty darn close to doing the detonation, the actual detonation round. Think you just got it? Nice. Are you on Dixper itself, or are you back on Twitch? Let me out. Let me out. There we go. I'm gonna yoink you. No. I didn't click that. I clicked that. You're on the Dixper. Nice. Let me gift you some crates real fast. So if you'll just hold on for a fraction of a second, we'll grab you some crates on Dixper. Give me the live gift crates. Let's see. Ah, yes, I see you. There you go, Thunder. Skills are indeed enabled. And now you should have some of them. So that'll give you 30 cards to play. Which should be enough to at least sample stuff. I mean, the collection itself has quite a few more than 30, but it does have a couple of legendary cards where you get an extra crate when you play them. So I tried to double the chances of that, because I put, instead of just having like one legendary where you could get an extra crate, I put 2, so that way you have more chances to get more crates. Because I do want to be generous with this, even though it does generally require support. I don't want to force everybody to be locked behind a paywall, you know? Alright, that's bomb 7. Yeah, not a problem for the free crates, my man. I don't know why is my game running so terribly right now. What is going on? I do apologize for the reduced frame rate, guys. There is unfortunately nothing that I can do about it. And it is very frustrating to me as well. So, not just you guys. But if you do feel like supporting the stream, it is much appreciated. You do not have... Oh. Hello. That took me by surprise. But you do not have to... subscribe or anything. The Dixper crates are in fact cheaper than subscribing. And if you feel like supporting the stream, that's still cute. In case you didn't know, that's actually the duck from the goose from Untitled Goose Game, which is frankly adorable. Untitled Goose Game is the most adorable evil game that you'll ever find. But yeah, it's a pretty cute sound. But the Dixper crates actually, with subscriptions, maybe that was the wrong time to use the goose honk. No, it's there is never a wrong time to use the goose honk. There is never a wrong time, my friend. What legendary skills did you get? You should have at least gotten one. I think this is the right one. Yes, it's the right base. And you can tell they're legendary because they should be at the top of your your list. And spin. Place. Place. Yoink. And yoink. And that is going to be the last load. Send a big jump scare. Oh, interesting. Oh, is that a legendary one? I can't remember. Oh yeah, that is one of the legendaries. Yeah, I've got a couple of jump scares in there. Just to make me jumpy. But there is one that the community absolutely loves. And you'll know it if you have it. But it's hold F so my TNT detonates early. And I did actually recently buff it. So I wanted to test it out, but if you don't have it, that's okay. But before, it was just a hold F for like 15 seconds or something, but now it's repeatedly press F for 3 seconds in a row for a total of 15 seconds. So it's like press F... Hey! So it's like press F 5 times or something. But that basically means that any time within that time period that I place down a bomb and I hold right-click on a TNT, it will go off if I'm not looking at chat. And I'm usually not looking at chat during when I'm placing the bombs. Like, I'll check chat periodically. Save that for next time. Whatever you want to do, man. You use them however you want. If you want to scare the living daylights out of me, then go for it. But the TNT detonator is much more powerful now. And actually, I'm gonna go on Dixper real fast. And I'm gonna refund those previous ones that were wasted. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so I can only refund skills from a certain time back. Alright. We'll worry about that later. Do not have that one? That is perfectly fine, my dude. But according to my testing, it should be very much stronger now than it was before. Man, my frame rate is running so badly. What is with this lag right now? But also, if you do not like the cards that you have, then you can disenchant them for energy, so that way you can actually craft different cards if you want to give crafting a shot. So each card has a cost depending on the rarity. This one will have exactly one silo, so we don't need to worry about anything else. But yeah, if you want to craft something and you're not happy with something that you have, then you can get rid of something that you don't necessarily want to use, and just craft something else, which I've done a couple of times in streamers. I'm gonna pop those back on, and actually, I'm going to go on intermission because I need to reload the save, because this is just not. This frame rate is just terrible. It may not solve it, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. So we're gonna go on intermission for just a hot second. And we're gonna go, if you want to take a bathroom break or something, that will be just great. Now is the time. After this, we will be doing the detonation round. So, we'll be doing all of the big explosions, but it does take me a few minutes to reload my save because it's just such a big save. And that's that's pretty much all it is, because my save is something like 89 megabytes, or something ridiculous, where most saves are like 4. So it's ridiculously large. I think I have to reboot Steam. So skills are currently disabled because the game is not running. Yeah, let's get Steam back up and running. So yeah, we'll just get this moving, and hopefully we'll get it loading back up again. And I think we'll get this. Oh, that's up. Yes, it's updating Steam. That would probably do it. Let's close down any extra applications that we don't need. There's a shocking number of stuff that you need to run for a stream. It's not something that you would think you'd have to run. But for me, I gotta run OBS, I gotta run Steam, Synthesia, the game, my audio manager, Dixper, and yeah. Don't care about Midweek Madness. Just want to run Astroneer. What happened to my... What did I do with my phone? I don't remember what I did with my phone. I know I have it somewhere. I don't know where I have it, though. Feel on the stream setups. Yeah, dude, it's a lot more than you would think it is. Oh, where's my phone? What did I do with the darn thing? I had it right here. I don't know what I did with it. I'll figure it out later. Oh yes, that's Dixper announcing skills are enabled because the game is back up. However, my save's not loaded, so we're gonna have to wait for that. As of right now, I'm on the main menu, so... Oh yeah, save size is 88.3 megabytes. So yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab some chocolate milk, do some basic stuff. While this thing is loading, it should take about 3 minutes. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit when it loads back in. I have returned, and just in time too, because it just loaded in. That was actually quite good timing. Totally intentional on my part. There we go. I was wondering if game capture was going to work there for a second. I have returned. Thank you guys for waiting patiently while I restarted the game. I do apologize that that took a while. Oh. My internet just took a tank. Oh, it's back, kind of? Maybe? Sort of? Maybe? Please? Please just treat me nicely, internet. Okay, it seems to be okay. I took a hit there. But bitrate's good now. But yeah, so anyway, I'm back. I have returned, and the game has loaded, and I found my phone. I went upstairs, and I realized that when I had gone upstairs to grab a drink right before stream, I had left my phone upstairs sitting on the counter, and that's why I couldn't find it, because it was not down here with me at my stream setup. So that's why I couldn't find it. Anyway, that does explain a thing or two. And we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna duplicate the save. So I'm gonna duplicate, enter B4, big boom, number 30. The big 30, confirm. Wait for it to freeze. Wait for it to unfreeze, and then click confirm again. And wait for it to freeze again, right about now. Maybe, now, maybe. Come on. There you go. Second freeze, then it'll unfreeze, and then then the save will be duplicated. You can tell I've done this a few times, just by the sheer number of saves that I have. Hey, there it is. But yeah, I have one for every single detonation round. And I intend to keep it that way, because it really helps me to keep track of everything. And I'm going to actually save on this save. And it also really helps, because there has been one or two times where I've had to reload, and where I've had to go off of a backup. So this really does help. Alright, we've got enough for bomb number 1. So we're gonna go figure out where we want to put bomb number 1. I think I want to try that little promontory that we saw on the other side of the crater. And this is where the disable my jetpacks Dixper card comes into play, because while I'm flying over this big void, there is plenty of time to turn off my jetpacks and watch me fall to my death. And I'm not saying you should do that, because that would be very cruel. But certain people in the stream have done that, and you know exactly who you are if you're watching. Because this is a big crater, and it takes me a long time to traverse the entire edge of it. And I think, yes, we're going to put the bomb right here. Right on this tip. I want to put it down below, though, in the cave. So that way, it gets more ground in total. But yeah. Here's that. And then we're going to hold right-click while we oh, that's not... Never mind. Alright, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's too far. That's gonna leave floating terrain. Yoink. Not the cable. The bomb. Not the ground. The bomb. Would it hurt you to just let me grab the bomb? Thank you. I'm just gonna carve myself out a little place to stand. I told you. Stay out. Alright. Now we're gonna detonate the TNT. And we're gonna try right about here. Should be pretty good. Actually, that's a little bit close, so I'm gonna go farther away. Ooh, that was nice. And yeah, look at this. The bomb, what used to be the bomb, is now just a bit of debris. Just a whole bunch of debris, and it's gonna fall down. And it's gonna get stuck mostly here. That's a bummer. We'll have to worry about that later. So yeah, this is the nice little bit of stuff that it added. It does look like we have some glitched terrain here, so we're gonna have to put the next bomb right about there. But that shouldn't be too hard. That was 1,158 hydrogen exactly blowing up. And we got 700. Oh, hello. We got 7 more bombs just like it to run today. Could you let me, there we go. Wouldn't let me scan it. So yeah, that is always tremendously fun. Detonation Round 29, I actually had to reload my save because you see this fuel depot right here that I've got with a little bit of hydrazine in it. I accidentally detonated a bomb too close to the base, and the fuel depot went up, and including about half of my base, and so yeah, I had to reload because it stole all of my hydrazine on my rockets and blew up some of my platforms and some of the resources. And wait a second, I need more fuel, and I need I need TNT. Yoink. I need fuel. I'm gonna actually grab 4 more fuel instead of 2. I normally get 2 more. Sounds sad and amazing, but mostly sad. Yeah, I was a little bit sad when I found that out. Because I like the idea of controlled detonations. Uncontrolled detonations, not so much. But because we have a particularly long flight, I'm grabbing extra fuel. So, previously, before the latest hotfix, these bombs would stay intact. The only thing that was gone would be the hydrogen, and we're just flying into a white void, casually. I swear, looks like you died in phasmophobia or something. Everything's coming out of a white void in the distance. But, the hydrogen will be gone, but the bomb would still be intact. This is no longer the case. The bomb now becomes debris. And there is nothing that I can do about it, so yeah. Basically, it cost me 768 titanium every single round with the 8 bombs that I use. Is this the area I was going to put them in? I don't know if that was the area or not. And if you want to find something sad, that's really sad. Yeah, I think it was over there. Hello, random piece of terrain. I have to deal with you in a second. I'm not going to waste an entire bomb on that random piece of terrain. Oh, yep, here it is. This is that bit of glitched out terrain. So how this type of stuff, like this, happens is, we'll get a little bit of terrain. I'm going to keep the TNT on me for now while I go handle this bit of terrain right up here. But how that glitched terrain happens is some of the terrain, if I go too far away, it will unload while the detonation is happening. And if it unloads while the detonation is happening, or before the detonation happens, so it's not loaded in when the actual bomb goes off, then it doesn't get destroyed, and so it just kind of comes back. So that's why I call it glitched terrain, because it's due to a loading glitch. Even though I have my settings maxed, and it shouldn't be unloading that stuff, it does unload that stuff. So that just makes my life more difficult. And it usually means that I have to die. And by the way, there is an ongoing goal. If you can kill me using Dixper, then you get a free Dixper crate. That is something that chat has extorted out of me, and so that's now a running theme in this channel. But it has to be using Dixper, and I can't have died to natural causes. I have to have died to you specifically playing a Dixper card at the right time. And I'm going to get rid of this little promontory too, but just because it'll make my life easier. I just realized I was being attacked by a plant this entire time. You can just go die. Thank heavens I was on a slope, otherwise I would have died. I would have had to come back. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of all of this little bits. So generally, the higher rarity something is, the more effective it will be towards killing me. With the exception of the jump scares and stuff. Those are just for fun. Those don't necessarily kill me. But people like to jump scare me. And some of the better jump scares are higher rarity. But I've carefully designed the set to be balanced. So that way, the things that are more likely to kill me are higher rarity, and the things that are less likely to kill me are lower rarity. So that way you can have more of them. And get them more easily, because you don't want to have like the guaranteed kill that is setting off my bomb early happen on every single crate you drop, or on every single crate that you get. That's just not going to help anybody. Well, it's going to help chat, but it's not going to help me out. So in the effort to have a balanced experience, I have gone through and balanced this collection fairly well. At least for my personal mega project. But yeah, you see how this terrain's not loaded in right now? How the bomb's just floating midair? And when I get closer in, now the terrain loads. We may have to have a difficult decision to make. How far away does it unload at? I think I can probably survive right here. And it's still loaded in. So we'll do this. Ooh, that was good. And it got rid of all of the terrain. That was a nice explosion. And there goes all the scrap. All of that, by the way, comes down to a total of 23 scrap. Once you grind it all up. I tested that. And it's not good, because the entire bomb, if I were to recycle it normally, just without blowing everything up, it would cost around 200 scrap. Which is a ridiculous loss. So I'm taking a huge loss with every bomb. But it's worth it because I'm destroying a planet. When you get to be this maniacal, your goals change. You know what I mean? Okay, the frame rate is not great, but it's not running terribly, at least. But yes, if chat can kill me using Dixper, then the person who killed me gets a free Dixper card as a reward, or a free Dixper crate as a reward. And it may also be worthwhile to put energy towards crafting that get a Dixper crate for free card. It also feels weird still because I'm used to carrying the bombs back, but there is no carrying the bombs back anymore. And as soon as the sun rises, there is no seeing anything. Yeah, we would have been very low on fuel if it wasn't for that extra bit of fuel that I got. We seem to go through about 1.5 bits of fuel every single time. That's gonna be a yoink. I'm gonna place you down there. I'm gonna go grab some fuel. Hey. Just give me the fuel. Alright, let's go grab the bomb. And the fuel has been switched out, so we've got essentially 2 full canisters to work with, which should give us enough slack to get there and back. Or to get there and back again, in the words of The Hobbit. If you get that reference, you get that reference. If you don't, you need to go watch some movies. How did I die? I barely fell like 3 inches and I died. This is why I respawn at the shuttle. Okay, yoink, 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 yoink. Cool. Nope. Alright. Off we go! Next detonation. Tackling this side of the crater works really well. I'm liking so far what we're doing with it. I also love this floating gateway. Really cool. You don't see the floating gateways that often, although I actually have seen a rash of them on Twitch recently. I've seen like 2 or 3 in the past couple weeks, which is ridiculous because up until that point I had never seen any floating gateways besides like maybe 1. Ow. My face. Alright, off we go. Run, 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 and detonate. And watch the fireworks. Bang. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. Oh, it's raining ammonium. That was probably a little bit low. Yeah. I'll put the next bomb right here. Be all good. Yeah, I love doing this. This is why I'm doing the entire project in the first place, because this is just so fun. I mean, the reason why I honestly started doing this was because Novus and Visonia are my 2 least favorite planets in the game, and so I took on this project because I have a mine on Visonia where I get lithium, and I don't want to destroy my lithium mine, so now I'm destroying Novus instead. Ow. And I also, at some point, I will also have a complete and comprehensive breakdown of all of the resources that I will have collected from destroying Novus. I'm in the process of collecting the resources as we destroy them, and collecting them, and putting them all together and cataloging them. So far, I've cataloged around 16,000 resources, which is not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm gonna grab 2 more fuel, just in case, to make me feel better. You're off to bed. Awesome project. We'll be back to check it again. Okay, well, thank you so much for dropping by, my dude. I appreciate it. And it was great. It was great seeing you in your stream. And let me know when's the next time you're gonna be streaming Astroneer, because I want to drop by. I don't know if I can necessarily. Depends on my schedule. And I forgot TNT. I need the thing to actually set off my bomb. I'm a dum-dum. But yeah, when are you streaming Astroneer next? Ay. And I also hope now you understand why I was like, you probably should wait until you actually get to the core of a planet before you come see my stream. Because I don't want to spoil what the core of the planet looks like before you have a chance to see it yourself, you know? Because there's only you only get to see it for your first time once. Yeah, I try my best not to spoil anything. Here's the story. I used to make Portal 2 maps. They're still up on the Steam Workshop, and I think they're great. But I used to make Portal 2 maps, and with those, I got really good at giving people hints without actually giving away what was going on. And so I've managed to retain that ability and apply it to Astroneer. So it's become very important to me to not spoil the game for anybody. Even though the only spoilers that are really to be had in this game are visual spoilers, I still try not to, spoil the spectacle, you know? Oh, hello, it took a second to load in. Alright, we're gonna go move on this time. And that's probably not gonna get everything I was hoping it was gonna get. Yeah, I didn't. That's a bit of a bummer right there. That's actually a pretty big bummer right there. Oh, jeez. Alright, guys. That is really gonna suck. You guys just had to do that, didn't ya? Hey. Scan. No, don't slip off. But yeah, let me know what time you're streaming Astroneer next, and I'll be sure to try to drop by. Unfortunately, I can't promise whether or not I'll be able to drop by, but I can try my best. Oh, I can't waste a bomb on you, so that means I have to remove you by hand. Which really sucks, because this is a lot of soil. Do I want to add... I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to pop some bombs in here. Some smaller bombs. Nothing super big. But definitely something big enough to get rid of all of this stuff. Gonna get rid of you. Okay, we'll put a bomb right there. Maybe a bomb right there. What are you doing? Not a chance, fam. Not a chance. Alright, let's pop that hole down. Should be good enough to at least let it sit there. There we go. Alright. Off we go. I'm gonna grab a couple of silos. Should be good to blow that bit of terrain sky high. Oh, I froze. There we go. All good now. Yeah, we're gonna need some more fuel before we go back. That's good right there. We'll take this bomb right here and bring it around. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna take all of them on this guy. Well, I really only need like 3. You know, I'm gonna take 4 just in case. Just because I can. Then I'll put 4 more on the docket to place. Thank you for the little boost right there. But this TNT should be enough to remove that bit of terrain completely. And come on. Almost there. Yeah, we've got a couple places where we can put these. Ow. Good golly gosh. Alright. You come here. Get sitting right in here. Right out here. Nice and cozy like. And they're gonna grab you. Get you moving nice and cozy like too. You're gonna go right here. That's good enough. Then the next one's gonna go right there. I think we're probably gonna need all 4. The idea is to create an oblong explosion with tactically placed charges to allow for maximum terrain removal. That should be able to reach. It might not, but it should be able to. Wait, hold on. You're gonna have to go right there for a second. I'm gonna dig out a hole for you. Ow. You freaking plant. Okay, stop it. Stupid rock. Despawn. Come on, despawn. Despawn. You know you want to. There we go. So I'll do this because I want to put it down in the bowels of this little mountain right here. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to remove this TNT and place it right there. Then we're going to move out here and detonate. That detonate all of them? I think that did detonate all of them. That's going to be a heck yeah for me. Hello. Alright, cool. That worked really cleanly, surprisingly. I'm actually surprised at how cleanly that worked. And we got a little bit of fuel left. Should have enough to get back. Let's book it back though, just so we can make it back in time. See, tactically placed explosives are a really satisfying thing to do. We're not doing great on fuel. It should be okay, though. I can't wait to hit the halfway mark, though, because that will be when it stops being a crater and starts just being a section of the planet. Because then it will be in the majority. There are certain frames at which I can make it look like there's half a planet missing, but we all know that's not actually the case. We all know there's really only like a third of the planet going. Alright, next bomb. Those little controlled explosions, though, they use up a lot of TNT. Only a little bit of titanium, though. They're very expensive in TNT, though. And the reason why I'm using TNT is because I want to keep my hydrogen counts accurate. I want to know exactly how much hydrogen I put into this project, and exactly how much I've gotten out of it. And I want to make the math easy on myself, so I don't want to have to keep count of all those oddball bombs. Alright, what do we got down here? I think this right here is definitely something that could use a bomb. We can bury a bomb kind of deep in here with very few problems. But I am gonna get rid of some of this hematite, just so we don't end up with extraneous hematite lying around and being useless. Alright, detonated. And here we go. Big crater. Ooh, that was a nice circle. I love these detonations. They're so nice. They're so satisfying. Hello. Why did you not blow up? Hello. Whole tons of hematite. Oh, that's a lot of hematite. Stop it. Stop moving. Goodness, that's a lot of hematite. No, get back. Get out of my backpack. I took you out of my backpack because I don't want you in my backpack. I didn't take you out of my backpack just so you can go back in. Okay. Down we go. Or back we go. We're gonna have to go up a fair ways, aren't we? We have enough fuel to do it, though. And up we go. We are ascending to the heavens. Ah! Just a little bit low. I bumped into the edge. Just like millimeters below where I needed to be. Ow. So far we haven't died, which is great, actually. Alright. We're gonna grab some fuel. Grab some TNT. Then we're gonna finish out this detonation round with a bang. See what I did there? I'm a genius. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for a fair bit of time. Because this is just so huge. This crater is just getting bigger and bigger. And I love it. Hello, promontory. We got a nice big corner right here, it looks like. Does indeed look like a big corner. And it looks like one we can get rid of, too. Ow. And that is excellent. Ah, that's not so excellent. That's a wall. There we go. That's probably not going to leave such an excellent hole. Ooh, yeah, not so excellent of a hole. That's okay, we'll fix it up. Alright, let's do this little bit of fix-up that we need to do. Ow. Why do I keep taking fall damage? When I'm, like, going at minimal speeds, from minimal distances, and then I just take fall damage for no reason. It's like, why, game? Why? Why you gotta do this to me, huh? Thought we were friends after all this. What, do you not like me destroying your planets or something? And this is the only thing I use my terrain tool for nowadays. Just getting rid of spare soil for the Novus project. I don't use it for mining resources anymore, that's for sure. Not after they came out with the auto extractor. Hello. That's a very... It's a very thin little piece of land right there. That shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Alright, and... right here. Come on. There we go. Come on. I'm falling. Using up lots of extra jetpack fuel, that's for sure. I'm very glad I brought it. Because holy cow, I needed it. This is a very thin and tall bit of terrain. When to stop, though? Where's my cursor? There's my cursor. Try right about there. We are okay with small promontories. Just not long, big ones that waste lots of bombs, you know? I mean, still, this looks like I could whittle it down further. So we'll whittle it down further. Ah, that's a long way down. Fortunately, my terrain tool can reach all that distance. It's a very good thing. Bit of a spike, but it's good enough. Most likely. Can. Yeah. Alright, back home we go. And up and over. And we just switched. That's actually good. We'll go over here. And we'll move right here. Grab one TNT. TNT. Come here. TNT is very underpowered in this game. Considering it's like 6 sticks of TNT, you'd think it would be more powerful. It's like 6 sticks of dynamite bundled together into a big old bundle. You'd think it'd be more powerful, but apparently it's not. Man, we're just flying into the white void, aren't we? It's gonna be hard to get a screenshot for progress for today. Hmm. Do I do it here, or do I do it somewhere else? I want to do it over here, actually. Because we'll do one up here on the surface. Or just below the surface. And then we'll do one down a little bit lower for the last detonation. Ooh, that might actually be a little bit far. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about getting the max out of the... Hey! There we go. Not gonna worry about getting the max out of it. I just want to get... I don't want to have to fix another one. Just gonna place it on the surface here. Alright, and here we go. Detonate. That's actually a little too far. I don't want any of the terrain to unload. That's a bit of a disappointing crater. Hello, organic explosion. Well, I know where I'm going to place my next bomb. I got enough fuel to make it home. Man, this planet is so destroyed. It's such a beautiful sight. Man, we're just in a white void. And, okay. Okay, we're gonna grab two... Well, we're gonna grab 2 rounds of fuel, which is 4 hydrazine. And we're gonna send 2 to the gun. Then I'm gonna grab a TNT. That's gonna send a Q to print some more. Don't do that. Just give it back. Alright, cool. Grab the... No! Grab the bomb. Thank you. Then we'll head back over. It's weird how you can watch the line of the sun just kind of go. It's not realistic at all, but kind of exposes how the game works. This is a nice promontory. Let's put it here. Ow. Nope, that's not gonna work. I don't want to put it down there. I'd like to put it down somewhere. Let's try digging a big ol' hole down there, so we can get more out of the bomb. You know. Grab the bomb. And move my camera so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Place the TNT up here. That should be a nice placement, actually. Might be a bit far. But off we go. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a little bit far. It is okay, it's not a lot of cleanup. Yeah, we're going to have to do a fair amount of resource cleanup this round, though. This game is not applying physics consistently to my junk, which I really wish that it would. Don't take that out of context. Because that could potentially be very terrible taken out of context. Hey. There we go. Alright, well that will be the last bit of the detonation that we have to do today. I might do cleanup off stream, I might do it next stream. We'll see how things go. I am going to try to stream tomorrow sometime in the morning because I do want to be there when Hope is living or awake, because I'd like Hope to be able to show up because she's a good friend of mine. I'll ask her when she gets off work. I don't know how well I'll be able to do anything, but let's try. We'll try and accommodate her. But we are gonna grab the screenshot for today. Which means going down into the core using the shuttle. And our auto clicker is off, so we're good. But we'll just drop down into the core using the shuttle. And this will take a little bit, and this is also quite nauseating because the shuttle just tumbles end over end without a care in the world. Alright, get ready with the fingers on the screenshot key. Did it not work? And it unloaded. It didn't work. Gosh darn it. Alright, so we need to make sure that we end up later on down the crater. We gotta wait for a day to pass. That's okay though, we will scooch down there with the shuttle and get ready to launch into the perfect area as soon as day does pass. Right about there should be good. Yeah, look at that day come on. Visibility drops instantly. It's really kind of a cool way to see things, though. This is probably the only core where you can actually use solar and have it work. I think I'm gonna make a, at one point I'm gonna make a solar-powered base down on the core. That's gonna be ridiculously fun. And especially here down on the core, once the Novus project is finished, it'll be easier than anything else to make a solar-powered base that never stops receiving power. Because all we have to do is just place stuff on the nexuses right here. The sun will just go around and around and around and around, and you'll never run out of daylight. What is this Mario-themed song? Anyway, we got the nighttime starting to come in just a little bit. Nighttime and increased visibility are amazing. We're gonna wait until the white fog reduces to the other side of the crater. Alright, that's good. Fingers on the screenshot keys. Come on. Is my autoclicker running? No, it's not running. Let me take a screenshot. Why are you not letting me take a screenshot? I don't know why you're not letting me take a screenshot. I'm pressing the screenshot key with all I've got. It's not letting me... It lets me adjust my screen brightness. I don't get it. We'll worry about it later. Okay, well. Alright, we'll worry about that later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone who tuned in. And thank you guys for all the support. Really appreciate it. And we only have like one viewer, so we're just gonna end the stream. We're not gonna raid anybody. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And thank you for being here for Novus Project Detonation Round 30 on day number 38. It's been a pleasure. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.